Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about if high carb diet or a high protein diet will work for you or not. And for most people, high protein diet will work incredibly well compared to the high carb group. So run an experiment on yourself, because the only way to know something works on you is to run an experiment on yourself. Take 2 days. One day you will eat high carb meals, 3,000 calories, okay? Forget about the calories, just do high carb meals. The only reason I want calories to be a factor is that you can compare between the 2 days, the amount of calories you eaten across the 2 days, and then compare, okay? That's what you do when you analyze data. And so take a day, eat high carb meals, start out with a high carb breakfast, whatever you like, waffles, pancakes, whatever, and choose a protein source, because protein is important, and I love protein just for the gains. But high carb lunch and high carb dinner, and maybe end off a day with a bowl of ice cream. Chocolate ice cream is my way to go. Maybe some chocolate chips in it, and maybe some Kit Kats if I'm feeling it. So that's a high carb day, and take another day, high protein day, high fiber too, because in my experience, you need to have good amount of fiber if you're taking in a lot of protein. So if you do a high protein, high fiber day, you will see that you will eat incredibly amount of less, and you will feel much better. Because I've talked about fasting before. Protein and fat induce fasting effects. Because if you eat carbs, more carbs, it spikes your insulin level. It spikes your insulin level so that you're telling your body to store fat, to store fat, to store fat. Because insulin is an anabolic hormone. And it not only stores fat, it also stores protein, it also stores carbs. So it's a huge storing hormone. We don't want that, okay? We don't want that when you want to lose weight. We absolutely don't want insulin, or we want some insulin because we want to use our glucose, but we don't have to inject food and raise insulin levels every single meal, okay? So getting back to the experiment, you have now 2 days, high protein, high fiber, and then high carb day, okay? Let's say you ate 3,000 calories of high carb day on the high carb day, and you ate about 1,500 to 2,000 calories on the high protein day. The internal feeling of hunger will be the same. Here you had more calories in the high carb day, and in the protein you have low calories and you had high protein. Now what happened? Your natural physiological homeostatic mechanisms took place. They told your brain to shut off eating, because you will experience that if you run an experiment on yourself, that higher the protein and higher the fat amount in your meals, your body will naturally send signals to stop eating. But your body is made to not eat over the physiological limit, because then you get into food addiction, and then you get into food eating disorders, okay? That's what happens in eating disorders. It evades your physiological system. It evades homeostatic regulations. So do that, and you'll know if high protein, high fiber works for you, or if high carb works for you. Most likely, high protein will definitely work for you. Remember that most people can solve their own problems, and so can you.